and support that you have given me in times past for my work in politics and policy. I want to thank you for all the sacrifices you have made to support strong U.S. policy for Taiwan. So thank you very much for all that you do. Second, I am not declaring myself to run for president of Taiwan. Maybe I could and I would lose and might have a problem coming home. As much as I love Taiwan, I love America more. I trust that is okay. Taiwan is first for the Taiwanese people, but I support America first for us. Also, I want to thank you for including some of my friends to join us tonight. So if I could take a moment to introduce two friends that I hope you will embrace and support the way you have supported me. Kelsey Coburg was my campaign manager when I ran for lieutenant governor. And last December, she helped lead a delegation of young, political, influential people to go visit Taiwan. And Carolyn Quinn was a member of that delegation last December. Carolyn lives here in New York. It was her first visit to Taiwan. And so as we get more young people the experience of going to the beautiful island of Taiwan, and they come back here with great impressions, I hope that the Taiwanese community here can embrace them and support them to continue on that journey. So please, if you have time, please welcome Kelsey and Carolyn. I think this is an exciting time for Taiwan. I don't want to talk about presidential politics because it's very complicated right now, it seems. But I think in terms of it being the 40th anniversary of the Taiwan Relations Act, there's an opportunity for a lot of Americans to stop and think about what does America's role in supporting Taiwan mean for us in the current environment. Many of you know we see China in the news all the time. We don't see Taiwan in the news as much. And so maybe a lot of Americans forget or never knew what Taiwan was about. But I think we can see proof that when they have exposure to free and democratic people of Taiwan, and when they see more and more that the Chinese Communist Party is intent on interfering not just in Taiwan politics, but in American politics, and in Australian politics, and in British politics. Even Canada is not safe from the Chinese Communist Party right now. We have a new awareness around our key allies of the challenges that the Chinese Communist Party presents. Vice President Pence gave an important speech last year talking about this, and I think that even though we focus a lot on Taiwan because it's a place that we love and a people that we love, there's a larger conversation about the challenge that China presents that I think a lot of mainstream America is ready to hear from us about. And so I think that this is a year of opportunity for us to make the case for why we should stand against that kind of a system. Many people in America forget that the Chinese Communist Party is really less than 1% of the population of China. Less than 1% of the people dominate the lives of 99% of the people. And most of our governments ignorantly just assume that that party represents all of those people. And I think that's a lie. And I hope that through the course of this year, President Trump and his negotiations and talks with Xi Jinping can expose some of that. I hope that our allies are serious about talking about security of our supply chains and making sure that our information, political, education systems are secure against abuse and interference by the Chinese. And I hope that we can also have a positive vision about what we can do together with allies like Japan, Taiwan, Australia, and other places. to secure the region for another generation. So I hope that even though none of you came to listen to me speak tonight, I hope that we have an exciting opportunity to hear from Mayor Tsang. I hear he visited some white building in D.C. I'm interested in hearing what that was like for him. I think this is we're having more and more leaders from Taiwan come over the next few months. I also hear that the foreign minister of Taiwan will be visiting Los Angeles very soon, and he'll be doing that in his capacity as foreign minister, not some pretend of I'm just transiting and I'm not really the foreign minister. He will visit and speak publicly as foreign minister of Taiwan. I think that's a direct result of the Taiwan Travel Act passing. He's an okay guy too. Joseph Wu has worked his entire life trying to help Americans and friends all over the world better understand the Taiwanese people, their journey, and I'm proud that he's been a friend. And I'm very, very glad that he will be the person coming and breaking that new ground to have Taiwan officials come and address Americans directly. I'm just here to tap dance and sing. I won't sing, but to entertain and fill some time. But if there is any questions that you have for me, I will be down at this table and I'm happy to address them. I will just close by sharing a statement that has resonated with me for many, many years about the Taiwan experience and maybe my own in politics. And it's 吃了苦中苦，方为人上人. And I think that in people of Taiwan, they've had enough 吃苦. And it's time for them to have an easier, better time. And some of us that work in politics, we've had enough 吃苦. We're ready for that 方为人上人 time. But I think if the people of Taiwan live by that statement, they have put in their effort to earn their freedom. And if they were able to make it through decades of martial law and turn one-party rule into competitive democracy, then I have great optimism for their future. Thank you all very, very much.
市长讲了一句话呀，吼。